Hello and welcome to English in Action, the show that helps you speak English confidently in your daily life. I'm Trevor.
And I'm Alicia. We are so happy you're here for our very first episode. We have a great topic for you today.
That's right. Today we're focusing on one of the most common conversations you can have in English, talking about your day.
We'll teach you how to talk about what you did, what you are doing now, and what you plan to do later. So we're covering the past, present, and future.
Exactly. And we'll do it with natural conversations, clear explanations, and lots of practice. So, are you ready to get started, Alicia?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with a natural conversation. This is how you can hear the language in a real situation. So, Alicia, how was your morning?
Oh, it was pretty busy. I woke up around 6:30, a bit earlier than usual. The first thing I did was go for a quick run in the park. The weather was beautiful, so I wanted to enjoy the fresh air. It really helps me wake up.
That sounds lovely. I wish I had that much energy in the morning. I'm always so groggy. So, what did you do after your run? Did you have a nice breakfast?
I sure did. I took a shower and then made a big breakfast. I had scrambled eggs with spinach, toast with avocado, and a huge cup of coffee. I really needed it. After that, I spent about an hour answering some important emails before heading here.
You certainly had a productive morning. My morning was the opposite. I had a very slow and leisurely morning. I got up late around 8:30 and just sat on my sofa with a good book and my coffee for about an hour. It was a wonderful, calm start to the day.
That sounds incredibly relaxing, though. Sometimes a slow morning is exactly what you need. So, what are you doing right now, besides talking to me?
Well, right now we are recording this wonderful episode for all our listeners. I'm looking at our script and thinking about all the great things we're going to teach today.
Me too. I'm feeling really excited about it. So, let's talk about later. Do you have any plans for this evening?
I think I'll probably have a quiet night in. I'm a little tired. I'll make some dinner and maybe I'll watch a movie. What about you? What are you going to do tonight?
I have a dinner reservation. I'm going to meet an old friend at a new Italian restaurant downtown. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a lot to catch up on.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time.
Okay, that was our conversation. Did you notice how we used different words and grammar to talk about the morning, the afternoon, and the evening? Now let's break it down.
Let's start with some key vocabulary. Alicia, you said you had a busy morning, and I said I had a slow morning. A busy morning means you did many things. A slow morning is the opposite. It's very relaxed and quiet.
That's right. You also heard me say I went for a quick run. The word quick just means short. A quick run, a quick shower, a quick phone call. It's a very useful word.
And for the evening, I said I'm going to have a quiet night in. This is a great phrase. It means you're staying at home to relax.
And I said I was going to catch up on things with my friend. This means to talk and share news with someone you haven't seen in a while.
Now for the grammar. This is so important. To talk about the morning, which is finished, we used the simple past. For example, Alicia said, I woke up, I went for a run, and I had breakfast. For instance, I said, my morning was the opposite. The verb to be becomes was for I, he, she, and it. For you, we, and they, it becomes were, as in, you were busy this morning.
These are all actions that are completed. Notice that many common verbs are irregular in the past tense. Wake becomes woke. Go becomes went. Have becomes had. It's important to learn these.
Next, for activities happening right now, we use the present continuous tense. That's the verb to be plus the ing form of the main verb. I said, we are recording this episode, and I am looking at our script.
Exactly. It describes what's happening at this very moment. You are listening to us right now.
And finally, for the future, we used two different forms. Alicia, you had a definite plan, so you used going to.
That's right. I said I'm going to meet an old friend. I have a reservation. The plan is fixed. We use going to for strong intentions and confirmed plans.
And my plans were not so certain. I said, I'll probably have a quiet night, and maybe I'll watch a movie. I used will because it's not a fixed plan. It's a possibility or a decision I'm making as I speak.
So, to summarize, simple past for finished actions, present continuous for what's happening now, and for the future, going to for plans, and will for possibilities.
Now, let's hear these in some other situations. We're going to do a couple of short role play dialogues. In the first one, imagine two colleagues talking at the office on a Monday.
These are all actions that are completed. Notice that many common verbs are irregular in the past tense. Wake becomes woke, go becomes went, have becomes had. It's important to learn these.
Next, for activities happening right now, we use the present continuous tense. That's the verb to be plus the ing form of the main verb. I said, we are recording this episode, and I am looking at our script.
Exactly. It describes what's happening at this very moment. You are listening to us right now.
And finally, for the future, we used two different forms. Alicia, you had a definite plan, so you used going to.
That's right. I said, I'm going to meet an old friend. I have a reservation. The plan is fixed. We use going to for strong intentions and confirmed plans.
And my plans were not so certain. I said, I'll probably have a quiet night, and maybe I'll watch a movie. I used will because it's not a fixed plan. It's a possibility or a decision I'm making as I speak.
So, to summarize, simple past for finished actions, present continuous for what's happening now, and for the future, going to for plans, and will for possibilities.
Now, let's hear these in some other situations. We're going to do a couple of short role play dialogues. In the first one, imagine two colleagues talking at the office on a Monday morning. I'll be Mark, and Alicia, you can be Sarah.
Sounds good. Let's begin.
Morning, Sarah. How was your weekend?
Hey, Mark, it was great, thanks. I visited my family on Saturday, and on Sunday I just relaxed at home and read a book. What about you?
Sounds nice. I went to a concert on Saturday night. It was a lot of fun. So, what are you working on today?
Right now, I'm preparing a presentation for the meeting this afternoon. After that, I'm going to finish up the weekly sales report.
Okay, busy day. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Talk to you later.
You too, Mark.
Okay, end scene. You heard Sarah say, I visited my family. Simple past. And for right now, she said, I am preparing a presentation. Present continuous.
And for her future plans, she said, I'm going to finish the report. It's a clear plan for her afternoon. Now for scenario 2, a phone call between two friends in the evening. I'll be Emily, and Trevor, you can be David. Hi, David, it's Emily. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Hey, Emily. No, not at all. I'm just watching TV and winding down. I had a really long day at work today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Nothing bad. It was just very busy. I had 3 meetings and a deadline to meet, but it's over now.
Well, I'm glad you're relaxing now. Listen, are you free tomorrow evening? I'm going to try that new burger place. Do you want to come?
Oh, that sounds great, but I can't tomorrow. I'm going to have dinner with my sister. How about Wednesday?
Wednesday works for me. I'll text you to confirm.
Perfect. Talk to you then.
Great job, Trevor. In that dialogue, David said, I had a long day to talk about the past.
And for the present moment, he said, I'm just watching TV. For his future plan, he said, I'm going to have dinner with my sister because it was already arranged.
Okay, now it's time for one of our most important sections, repetition. This will help you improve your pronunciation and remember the sentences. We'll say a sentence slowly, then leave a pause for you to repeat it. Then we'll say it at a natural speed, and you can repeat it again.
Ready? Let's start with a sentence about the past. I'll go first. Slowly. I had a busy morning. Now at natural speed. I had a busy morning.
My turn. This one is a question. Slowly, what did you do yesterday? Natural speed, what did you do yesterday?
Great. Now for the present. Slowly, I'm working from home today. Natural speed, I'm working from home today.
And another present tense question. Slowly, what are you doing right now? Natural speed, what are you doing right now?
And finally, the future, using going to. Slowly, I'm going to cook dinner tonight. Natural speed, I'm going to cook dinner tonight.
And now using will. Slowly, I think I will watch a movie later. Natural speed, I think I'll watch a movie later.
Excellent work. Repetition is so powerful for learning. Now we want you to speak. This is the guided practice section where you get to use a language yourself.
That's right. It's your turn to talk. I'm going to ask you a question and I'll leave a pause for you to answer out loud. Don't be shy. Try to say a full sentence. First question. What did you do this morning?
Great. Maybe you said, I ate breakfast, or I went to work, or maybe I studied English. Whatever you said, good job for using the simple past.
Okay, next question. This one is about the present. What are you doing right now?
I think I know the answer to that one. You probably said, I am listening to a podcast, or I am learning English. You used the present continuous, which is perfect.
Last question. This is about your future plans. What are you going to do after this podcast?
Fantastic. Perhaps you said, I'm going to make lunch, or I'm going to meet my friends. Using going to shows you have a plan. Wonderful job.
Now, let's talk about a few common mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. Our goal is to help you correct them gently. Trevor, what's a common mistake you hear?
A big one is forgetting to change the verb to the past tense. For example, a learner might say, yesterday I go to the supermarket. But because yesterday is in the past, we need the past tense verb.
Right. The correct sentence is, yesterday I went to the supermarket. Remember to check your verbs when you talk about the past.
Another common mistake is mixing up will and going to. As we said, going to is for plans. It can sound a little strange to use will for a fixed arrangement. For example, saying, tomorrow at 9 a.m., I will have a meeting.
Because the time is so specific, it's clearly a plan. So it's more natural to say, tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'm going to have a meeting, or even, I have a meeting.
Exactly. Keep will for those spontaneous decisions or less certain possibilities. It's cold in here. I'll close the window. That's a perfect use of will.
And we have one more thing for you before we wrap up. We asked our listeners on social media for their questions, and we got some great ones.
That's right. It's always great to hear from you all. Our first question comes from a listener named Marco from Italy. Marco asks, how can I make my descriptions of my day sound more interesting? That's a fantastic question, Alicia.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun. We have covered so much in this episode. Let's do a positive recap of what we learned.
We certainly have. Today you learned how to talk about your day from beginning to end. You learned to use the simple past for things you did.
You learned the present continuous for what you're doing right now.
And you learned how to use going to and will to talk about your future plans and possibilities.
We also practiced key vocabulary like a busy morning, a quiet night in, and to catch up on things.
The most important thing now is to practice. Your homework is simple. Tonight or tomorrow, try to tell a friend or family member about your day in English. Even if you only say 2 or 3 sentences, you are building confidence.
That is wonderful advice. Every little bit of practice helps. Thank you so much for listening to episode 1 of English in Action.
We had a great time, and we hope you did too. Be sure to join us for our next episode, where we'll be talking about ordering food in a restaurant. Until then, keep practicing.
Bye for now.